All right, in this series we're going to be talking about the major scale. There are minor scales, there are other major scales, but this series will be just about this formula for this scale. This is where, if you've ever heard of the Nashville number system, if not, that's okay. The Nashville number system comes from this. So we're going to talk about why certain notes are in certain keys, where the sharps and flats come from. So we will get the notes for each scale, each key, and then we'll talk about where chords come from, how to build chords, and then what chords you can expect that come from this particular scale. This scale will generate the notes, where melodies will come from, and then where your chord progressions will come from. So knowing the scale is really important because it helps you to figure out what to expect in a key, or if you're stuck in your songwriting or you're playing, what other notes or chords you may have at your disposal. Now remember, you can get outside of this scale and the chords that it generates. We'll talk about that in another series of videos. For right now, we are just talking about the major scale. This scale has a formula that you start on a root note. It could be any root note, and you go up a whole step, up another whole step, up a half step, up a whole step, up a whole step, up a whole step, up a half step, and you're back to your root note one octave higher. So remember, on guitar, each fret is a half step. On piano, each key is a half step. So if we were to start on C and we go up a whole step, we get D, up a whole step to E, up a half step to F, up a whole to G, up a whole step to A, up a whole step to B, and then up a half step to C. So here's your half step, here's your half step. This is why in the key of C you have no sharps or flats. We started on a C note and we just applied this formula. These are the notes that you get for a C major scale.